entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Welcome to the party, pal!
All right, and welcome back to another Dash at Night. I'm your host, Dash. Tonight we're going to be talking about best album covers. I'm a 70s kid, born in the 70s, grew up in the 70s and 80s, so albums, records, vinyls, whatever you want to call them, are a big part of my life. And so tonight we're going to be talking about some of the best album covers out there. Again, this is not a top 10 list. This is not a all-inclusive list. This is just some of the ones that I find inspirational, if you will. I love album covers. We got some great many ones out there. So tonight we're going to be talking about some of the best out there, and then I'm going to show off some of my collection. I'm a big vinyl collector, record collector, whatever you want to call it. I know there's all these different total names for them, but anytime during the show, let me know if you guys have any favorite albums, covers that you like. If they didn't make the list, please let me know, and we'll get started. Let me see if I can get my stuff up here. Again, we'll be talking about some of the best ones out there. Now, again, we got the Ramones, their very first, or their self-titled vinyl, one of the best covers. It's just awesome in its own way. It's black, black, white. There's no, it's original to me. It's perfect in every way. You got Queen, News of the World. For all you Family Guy fans out there, you know that this is the one that scares Stewie the most. The Who. You got Fleetwood Mac, Rumors. I love both of these. I'm not a big fan of the album Rumors. People are going to get mad at me. But I do love the cover. It's simplistic, again, kind of like the Ramones. And the Who's the same way. It's just simplistic. And that's what I liked about some of the 70s. As we got into the 80s, we got, in some of the 70s and 80s, we got really wild, way out there covers. But these are some of my favorites. The Amy Winehouse is one of my favorite all time. And there's nothing special about this, but I just love it. It's her in her pure form, her beauty. Too bad that everything that went on with her, and then she took her own life. But yeah, I love Amy Winehouse, and this is still my favorite cover by her. And then, of course, the most iconic, a lot of people will say Abbey Road, Sgt. Pepper's, but the Beatles' White Album, just in simplicity, made this one of the most iconic covers ever. The White Album. There's nothing to it, just the Beatles on it, and then the entire cover is white. But yeah, still one of my favorites. Got Rush, Moving Pictures, Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. Again, just look. There's nothing, like I said, there's nothing flashy about them. It's just simplistic. Like moving pictures, it's just people moving pictures. It's perfect. I love it. And to me, it's still one of the best Rush albums of all time. I know a lot of my friends out there like moving pictures, and then of course Pink Floyd. I think they're on the outs now. Some of the ones here we go as I was growing up. Van Halen, 1984. What better than an Angel Smoking, right? I mean, that's the 80s. And Van Halen cover, while they have many awesome covers, this is still my favorite. It's still iconic to me. And the fact that, as I was growing up in the 80s, this was my getting into my teen years. And then you got Janet Jackson, Rhythm Nation. I love the cover. It's just simple. Again, it's simple, but it's beautiful. It brings out exactly what the album is all about with Janet. So I love this cover. Then ELO, Out of the Blue, Electric Light Orchestra, Out of the Blue, another great cover. Meatloaf, Bat Out of Hell. This is where we're starting to get a little fantastical. Obviously, ELO with the sci-fi-ish cover, and then Meatloaf with the motorcycle coming out of hell. All great songs on all these albums I'm listed. I'm not here to talk about songs. We'll talk about some later, but I love them in their simplicity. There's no flashiness. Now here's where we get flashy. Duran Duran, Rio, one of the best covers Duran Duran ever did, in my opinion. It's eye-catching, and immediately when you see this, that it's Duran Duran. And then you got the Police, Synchronicity. Probably there's again all these artists have lots of albums covers out there, but again, this one resonates with me as growing up, and it was an album you knew right away because of the yellow, blue, and red, and it's like if this flashed up, you would know immediately. So that's why it holds a place as best covers for me. And then we got Quiet Riot, Metal Health, and then Iron Maiden, The Trooper. When I was asking some of the favorites, Iron Maiden always came up. All of their covers are pretty unique, pretty awesome with Eddie. And The Trooper is still one of my favorites, just because you got the flag and destroyed. It's the soldier. And even though it's not the American flag, I still like the cover. And then again, another iconic cover with Quiet Riot, Metal Health. As soon as they threw that out there, you could recognize it right away. And then I got to throw some country on there. I know my mom. This one, the Marty Robbins, goes to my mom. Nothing special about it. It just holds a place in my heart because it was my mom. It's one of her favorite singers, and I know this album was in our collection at home before we got rid of all of them. But and then Alabama, there's again just the satchel with the embroidery. Is one of the very first albums that I remember having myself. I mean, we had some, but this is one of the very first ones that I bought for myself, and that's why it's memorable to me. And then last but not least on these, Pink Floyd, The Wall is probably the most, or if not one of the most iconic, and Purple Rain. These two, if I had to judge it down to, if I was counting down top 10, these would definitely be probably 1 and 2. Pink Floyd, The Wall, number 1, Purple Rain, number 2. Again, just beautiful artwork. This is the definition of Prince right here, the purple. And it shows him, it shows him the way he is. And that's how we remember Prince. Before we go on, though, I would like if you guys would head on over to YouTube. If you're on YouTube and watching, go ahead and give us a like. But if you're not, do this for me. Head over to YouTube and do this right here for me. But like I said, those are just some of the ones. This is not all encompassing. I love a lot of LPs. I love a lot of their art. I love that they can express themselves. A lot of them you don't have to go wild. It can just be, we'll get ready to show you some of that here in a minute. What I think is simplistic and doesn't have to be flashy or anything like that. So I'm going to start off with some of my collection. These are some of the ones that I love the most that I pulled from mine. Lorraine and I have a huge collection of vinyl and records, whatever you call it, because somebody will inevitably correct me. But one of my favorites, Billy Joel and Innocent Man, still one of the best albums that he ever did. Uptown Girl, Innocent Man, Longest Time, some great songs on that one. Next up, we got the Go-Go's, Our Lips Are Sealed. We Got the Beat as a great cover. I'll show it again if nobody got to see it. I know I got my light in a weird, because my camera went out tonight. My streaming camera went out, so I'm having to deal with some really crappy camera tonight, and the light's bad. But oh well, we'll make up for it next time. Some people will laugh. This is one of my favorite songs. It's from the movie Green Berets. Staff Sergeant Barry Sadler, The Ballad of the Green Berets. Let me see if I can right there. Staff Sergeant Barry Sadler, The Ballad of the Green Berets. Still one of the best songs to me ever in a movie. And then for this one, it's one of my favorite movies of all time, The Warriors. I love the cover of the movie. I love the cover of the album, and I'll tell you why. That right there shows all the gangs. This is really bad with the light. I'm getting upset with the light. But The Warriors, really good one. We just showed this one, but it's in my collection. I finally found it. Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. Another one. This is, I guess you could call it recent. I don't know. It was when I was in high school. The Black Crowes. My goodness. Maybe that'll help. There we go. That'll help. Black Crowes. Thanks for whoever's watching and sticking by me there. I appreciate that. One of my favorite bands, The Kinks. This has one of my favorite songs of all time, and it's called Come Dancing. The Kinks, State of Confusion. Come Dancing is one of the best songs ever recorded, in my opinion. The video is fantastic. The song is fantastic. Another Duran Duran. Again, these are not so much for the covers, but just some of my favorite albums. Hungry Like the Wolf, The Wild Boys, The Union of the Snake. Such a great album. I showed this one. This is, like I said, in my collection. Pink Floyd, The Wall. You know, if you're going to have an LP collection, you got to have at least some Pink Floyd in there. It's pretty good. Stray Cats. There we go. Rock This Town. Stray Cat Strut. Excellent album. Josie's on a Vacation Far Away, y'all. Outfield. Your Love. Still one of my all-time favorite albums. This has probably had some needles worn through it. I mean, what LP collection isn't complete without REO Speedwagon in there? Still one of my favorite bands. I guess apparently I found out today my sister's favorite album is High Infidelity. That shocked me. I didn't know she liked REO Speedwagon. I've been around almost 51 years, and I didn't know that. So find something new every day. Def Leppard, Hysteria. Def Leppard's best album by far, probably their best-selling album. It's got Love Bites, Pour Some Sugar on Me, Gods of War, Run Riot, Hysteria, Animal. Just a great. I mean, this is probably the best album of Def Leppard. Hysteria, if you can see the name there. AC/DC, again, no vinyl collection is complete without AC/DC. Who Made Who? This is basically the soundtrack to Maximum Overdrive, the movie. It's basically the soundtrack to that. And again, one of my favorite bands, Kansas. Carry On My Wayward Son. This, if you're a Supernatural fan, the Leftoverture, and Carry On My Wayward Son is the main theme song for the Supernatural boys, Sam and Dean. Richard Marx, my favorite album by Richard Marx. Should Have Known Better, Don't Mean Nothing, Endless Summer Nights, Hold On to the Nights, Rhythm of Life, Heaven Only Knows, some great songs. And of course, we have to have another soundtrack in there. I mean, is any music collection complete without Top Gun soundtrack? I've had this one quite some time. How it made through all my military moves and things like that, I'll never know. Night Ranger, Sister Christian, Rocket. You Can Still Rock in America. When You Close Your Eyes, Let Him Run. Some great songs on that one. Showing off all my collection here. I mean, do I need to say who this is? Hotel California. This is the remastered version. I don't have the original. I will someday find the original, own it at a good price. That's in good condition. But that is the remastered version. I got a remastered version. I got one ZZ Top, Eliminator, Give Me All Your Lovin', Sharp Dressed Man, Legs, Dirty Dog, Bad Girl. Just so many great songs on this one. Eliminator, ZZ Top, The Awesome Car. Again, all these covers are simple. Nothing really flashy to them. The original, Rocky. The theme song, Gonna Fly Now. Reflections. This is one of the best workout albums that you can have, or if you have your playlist for working out and going to the gym, you need to have Rocky on there. And finally, I know I said the White Album is still the most iconic for the Beatles, but for me, and the one that I have in my collection, obviously Abbey Road. Everybody knows Abbey Road very well. That's just some of our collection. We have lots more. I love collecting vinyls. It's one of my favorite things to do. Every once in a while we'll go out and do a vinyl search. So if you guys ever see any vinyls out on the street, let me know. Send me a message. Say, hey, I found this. Let me know where the place is at. I'd like to hear that. And as well, did any of your favorites make the list? Let us know in the comments. Appreciate that. You can head over to YouTube. Again, it's not too late to give us a subscribe. I am slowly going to move away from Facebook and do all of my lives and all my videos on YouTube. So the more people we get over there, the better that can watch. So go on over, give us a subscribe, hit that like button, hit the like button here, and give us some stars. The stars help us out as well. It helps me out tremendously. So just hit that star button if you're on YouTube. Let us know that we did good. Let us know and share it out with your friends. But appreciate you coming out tonight. We'll be back Sunday with 2 shows. We got the We'll be on Facebook for our book review with the Keanu Reeves book. And then Sunday night, we'll be doing some toy talk. So if you're a toy fan, you're a collector like I am, as you can see behind me, tons of toys. I got Edward Davis coming on, great indie comic book artist and creator. He's coming on, and we're going to be talking about some toys and enjoying those conversations, what's new to collect, what's in our collections and things like that, where you can go look and find if you are a toy collector. So share that out with your friends. But again, if there's any show that you would like to see pulp culture wise, shoot me a message. I like to talk about everything, and I appreciate you guys coming out tonight and giving us some love. So give us that thumbs up, hit that star button, and we would appreciate it. And we'll see you on the next shows on Sunday. But until then, you can catch the replay on YouTube. You can catch the replay on Facebook for about a week. Then it'll be deleted, and everything will be on YouTube. So I appreciate everybody coming out tonight. We'll see you again soon. And again, if with the parting words that I always have.
Good morning. Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Thanks for coming out, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you, and we'll see you on the next show. Bye.